Today, we're beginning a journey through her story, a tale that spans time and reincarnation. In this first part, we'll explore chapters 1 through 6, setting the stage for everything that follows. Let's dive in and uncover the threads that connect her past lives and present moments. Our story starts in Sydney, Australia, on May 21st, 2021. Amit wakes up to a strange and powerful message, a prophecy telling him he will become a biological woman and give birth to his child. This shocks him deeply, stirring questions he's carried for years. Growing up in Mumbai, Amit secretly felt like a girl inside. He even created a female identity named Nisha, living a hidden life no one knew about. Though born male, Amit's feminine side was always there, quietly shaping who he was. It was early morning in Sydney, just before dawn on May 21st, 2021. The city was still quiet, wrapped in a gentle silence. Amit lay asleep beside his wife, Aabha, in their small rented home. Then suddenly he heard a voice clear, close, and powerful. It wasn't a dream or a whisper from outside. It said, "You are going to be a biological woman and you will give birth to your child." Those words shook him. Everything looked normal, but nothing felt normal anymore. Let's step into Amit's world. After a heartbreaking loss, he's grappling with grief and confusion. But this isn't just about recent pain. It's about a lifetime of feeling different, of questions that have lingered since childhood. As dawn breaks over Sydney, Amit senses that the answers he seeks aren't ahead of him, they're buried deep in his past. This moment marks the start of a journey back to where it all began, to uncover who he truly is. Amit's story begins in a typical Mumbai neighborhood, born into a loving, middle-class family. His early years were just like any other boy, full of play, study, and dreams. But as he hit puberty, something inside him started to feel different. While his friends grew more masculine, Amit felt a growing sense of confusion. Then, the internet arrived, a private world where he could explore a new identity. That identity was Nisha. What started as a secret game soon became a vital part of who he was. Amit's body didn't follow the usual path of puberty. His hands stayed small and soft, his feet delicate. No matter how hard he tried, muscle just wouldn't come. Instead, gentle curves formed around his waist. His face took on an oval shape with almond eyes and softly arched eyebrows. His voice never deepened, it stayed high and soft. When Amit dressed as Nisha, everything clicked. The clothes fit perfectly, the transformation felt natural. To the world, Nisha was simply a woman. And that changed everything for him. Amit's inner world was shifting. His thoughts, his feelings, even his emotional responses changed. It felt like a different side of him was taking control. After years of searching, he found a word that fit: trans woman. For the first time, he felt seen, a heterosexual woman born in a male body. But that discovery brought more questions than answers. He wrestled with ambition, fear, and a deep desire to live fully as a woman, to love, to marry, to become a mother. Yet he chose to suppress that part of himself, hoping it would fade. But it never did. Nisha, the woman inside, kept returning, quietly waiting. Over time, Amit became an expert at living two very different lives at once. To everyone around him, he was just a focused student, a dutiful son, following the path expected of him. But behind closed doors, another world unfolded, the world of Nisha. She wasn't just a disguise anymore. Nisha had her own thoughts, feelings, and dreams. When Amit became Nisha, he found a rare peace, a break from the pressure of pretending. Yet, caught between these two identities, he kept searching for where he truly belonged. As his confidence grew, he began stepping outside the safety of his room. At first, these outings were brief. A quiet walk, a train journey where no one knew him, a visit to a distant shopping area. Each time he gained more courage. People saw him as Nisha, a woman without question. For a few hours he could live without fear. But this freedom also brought confusion. If living as Nisha felt so natural, why couldn't he make it permanent? The answer was always the same: motherhood. He knew medical transition couldn't give him the chance to carry a child. So he stayed between worlds. As he grew older, he started meeting men in person. They believed they were with Nisha, and some even fell in love. But every relationship ended before it truly began. He couldn't reveal the truth, and he couldn't keep pretending. Meanwhile, life moved on. He finished his studies and found his first job as a web developer in Pune. This move changed everything for him. For the first time, he was truly on his own, no family, no watchful neighbors, no fear of being discovered. The freedom was incredible. He rented his own place and gradually built a life that embraced both sides of who he was. By day, he was Amit, the focused professional. But at home, he became Nisha, finally able to buy the clothes and accessories he'd only borrowed before. Yet, despite this new life, questions about marriage kept coming up, and deep down, he wasn't ready to answer them. Still, his ambition burned bright, pushing him toward a future far beyond what he'd known. A future that would lead him all the way to Australia, and to two women who would change everything. After 3 years in Pune, Amit reached a turning point. Professionally, he was moving forward, but inside, the same old questions haunted him. Nisha, a secret part of his life, kept resurfacing whenever he was alone. He was tired of living between two worlds. Then came a chance for a fresh start, a postgraduate program in Sydney. Leaving India meant risking everything, but Amit believed Australia might offer answers he couldn't find at home. Once there, his life changed completely. For the first time, Nisha faded into the background as he immersed himself in studies, work, and new friendships. As Amit's world grew, so did his circle: Australians, Europeans, Indians, Asians, people from backgrounds he'd never known. Life suddenly felt fuller. Weekends buzzed with parties and outings. Holidays were for travel and late-night talks that stretched on. The loneliness that once shadowed him began to fade. Then came Tura. At first, just a classmate, but soon something more. Their friendship blossomed effortlessly, turning into something deeper. For the first time, Amit felt real love, a feeling that challenged everything he thought he knew about himself. This part of the story shows us a moment of hope and vulnerability. Amit spends weeks preparing to share his feelings with Tura, imagining every possible outcome, mostly good ones. When she asks for time to think, he clings to that as a sign. They meet, connect, and things seem to be moving forward. Amit starts to see a future, a new life, a new identity. But then, everything changes with a single conversation, one that will challenge everything he thought he knew about himself. Here, Amit stands before Tura, filled with hope and a new sense of clarity. After a long struggle with his identity, he's finally focused on something simple: his feelings for her. He believes he's falling in love, imagining a future together. But when he shares this, Tura responds with kindness, yet with honesty that cuts deep. She admits she doesn't see him as her life partner, not because of race or culture, but because, somewhere inside, she feels he's not truly a man. This moment forces Amit to confront a truth he's long avoided. This moment is raw and real. Amit faces a truth he's tried to bury, spoken not by a stranger, but by Tura, the woman who knows him best. Her words don't reject him, they reveal what he's been running from. It's painful because she sees through every mask he's worn. After their conversation, Amit drifts away from the life he built in Australia, haunted by questions he can't answer. As he prepares to return to India, he carries heartbreak and a truth he can no longer ignore. But this ending is really a new beginning. Early 2013 was one of the toughest times in Amit's life. He'd come back from Australia with a degree, memories, and a broken heart, but almost no money. His dreams of staying there had fallen apart, especially after the painful breakup with Tura. Her words haunted him. "Somewhere I feel you are not a man." Those words echoed in his mind, every day, every night. Yet life didn't pause for heartbreak. Amit needed a job, a purpose, and a way to move forward. Fortunately, he found work quickly, starting fresh in a new city, a new office, a new life. But no matter how much he tried, the past kept pulling him back. Amit often wondered if he was fighting a battle he could never win. Over time, he found himself spending more and more moments as Nisha. The comfort she brought was hard to ignore. Then, one day, someone new entered his life. Ramesh wasn't just another online admirer. Their chats grew from casual to personal, and Ramesh genuinely cared. When Amit finally revealed the truth, that Nisha wasn't biologically female, he braced for rejection. Instead, Ramesh asked to meet. For Amit, this was uncharted territory, a step beyond anything he'd done before. And so, Nisha prepared to face reality, hopping for acceptance. Here, Amit's memories flood back, his fears, doubts, and deep convictions. He's faced with a choice that feels impossible: to become a woman fully or not at all. The weight of his dreams of womanhood, of motherhood, presses down. At the moment Ramesh believes Nisha is his forever, Amit stops. He can't go on, not yet. Overwhelmed and shattered, he leaves, promising to focus on work instead. But fate has other plans. A new arrival, Aabha, carrying her own pain, is about to change everything. That brings us to the end of this chapter in Amit's story. But there's more to come, more challenges, more growth. So what's next? We'll dive into the next part soon to see how Amit's life unfolds and what lessons lie ahead. Stay tuned. This video was created with SlideSpeak. Visit SlideSpeak to turn your presentations into engaging AI-narrated videos.